Hello everyone, and welcome to quite possibly the hardest challenge ever thought of. I'm going to be playing Sonic Lost World, but using the minimal amount of Wisps possible. Wisps in this game are very vital to progressing. It's impossible to avoid using them at least once. So let's not waste any time and get straight onto the challenge. Windy Hill 1 is a breeze until we come up to this Laser Wisp. Avoiding this is going to take some immense skill. There we go. And with that, the first level is done. 0 wisps so far. Windy Hill 2 has this asteroid wisp, but thankfully we can just take the top path and avoid it. After kicking Zaz's ass, we make it onto Windy Hill 3. There's a couple of laser wisps the game wants us to use, but they're easily avoidable. After speeding through that, we make it to Windy Hill 4. There's an asteroid wisp in our path, but thankfully we can just homing attack the motobugs to get past it. After getting a reminder that I should change the battery in my Wii U gamepad, we take down Zaz and we can now make our way to Desert Ruins. After speeding through the sand and dodging worms in the 2D section, I do accidentally grab the Eagle Wisp. Thankfully, as long as I don't activate it, it doesn't count. So we just go around the path for the Eagle and continue on our merry way. Desert Ruins 2 and 3 do not contain any wisps in them, so we're good to go. Though these levels do not look like a desert at all. Desert Ruins 4 brings us to a roadblock finally. There's an invisible wall and no matter what, I can't get past it. So sadly, we have to use our first wisp in the challenge. We use drill to make it to the next part of the level, which is just more of an auto-scroller. We make it to Zomom and he drops a drill wisp, god damn it! So that makes 2 wisp uses so far. Thankfully there's no more in this level so we can progress. Tropical Coast 1 has a few drill wisps, but none are required so we can make our way through. After playing some Super Mario Sunshine, we sadly have another unavoidable wisp to grab. We use the Rocket Wisp and make our way to Zik, who is no problem. Tropical Coast 3 features no wisps, all clear. Tropical Coast 4 starts off by giving us our 4th wisp use, and then another being our 5th, and then a 6th one. Come on, 3 in a row? Anyway, we make it to Zik for another battle. We then have to use our 7th wisp, and while shooting into the balloon refills our wisp gauge, I'm not going to count as another use since Sonic doesn't revert back to normal. We then use our 8th wisp and take down Zik, onto Frozen Factory. After skating our way through Frozen Factory 1, the game wants us to use this laser wisp, but we're too cool for that.
Pun entirely intended.
Okay, onto Frozen Factory 2.
No!
Frozen Factory 3 and 4 do not contain any wisps. On to Silent Forest. Silent Forest 1 has a Crimson Wisp we could just run on past. Silent Forest 2 features the worst wisps in the series, and while it may look like we need it here, a good spin dash will get us to the other side. Now this segment shows up multiple times, and while it looks like we have to use a wisp for each time, we can spin dash on these and get past them no problem. Silent Forest 3 has some laser wisps along the path, but are easily avoidable. Silent Forest 4, however, is not so fortunate. Just like Desert Ruins 4, we are forced to use the Drill Wisp, making that number 9. With that out of the way, we make it to Sky Road 1. There's a Crimson Wisp that they want us to use, but we can just run on the walls to go past it and continue. Sky Road 2 and 3 do not contain any wisps. Sky Road 4 tries to get us to use the worst wisp in existence again, but we can thankfully just go through this segment normally. After taking down Zavik, we have finally arrived at Lava Mountain. Lava Mountain 1 just has us fight Zaz, Zomom, and Zik with no wisps, so we're good. Lava Mountain 2 doesn't contain any wisps. Lava Mountain 3 is the only level in the game with a hover wisp. Too bad that we can go past every time they want us to use it. We then take out Xena, Zor, and Zavik, and we're done. Lava Mountain 4 is a showdown against Eggman, does not contain any wisps. And with that, the minimum amount of wisps you need to beat Sonic Lost World is 9 wisps. Honestly, the hardest challenge I think I've ever done. Really shows how vital the wisps are to the level design and have a purpose in Sonic Lost World. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and happy April Fools, everybody.